We have very different ways of accepting and handling vulnerabilities. And as people, we are always trying very hard not to show it. Let's understand and accept this and stay relevant. Sometimes when I look at young people, I wonder, are we really of the same species, living on the same planet? They appear so different to me, even when I compare them to my own youth. Have you ever felt the same way? Welcome to Navigate with Kalpana. I realize that in a very basic yet subtle and delicate way, we are alike. We are all vulnerable. We just have very different ways of accepting and handling it. And as people, we are always trying very hard not to show it. To demonstrate my point, let's focus on somewhat opposite ends of the spectrum. Youth in a college and seniors in assisted living. Recently, I had the opportunity to visit an assisted living community for urban upper income retired people. I was struck by the residents. They were all well groomed. Women dressed in freshly laundered silk saris and the gentlemen in pressed trousers and smart t-shirts. Some of them were out for a brisk walk. Others struggled with support. Many sat around in groups, chatting, calling out to their friends to join them. The more solitary types were less communicative. Food was a constant topic of discussion, and the comings and goings of other residents, always of interest. Visits by family and friend, plans to go to the city for movies, shopping, and eating out kept most people busy. The atmosphere was decidedly upbeat, like that of a college hostel. This was the visible sight, the brave front. In the silence of the night, each was waiting with bated breath, not sure whether they wanted to or would in fact greet the new dawn. They were all alone, isolated, afraid, and disconnected. They all had fears of financial support, health, mortality, heartbreak, and loneliness, of spouses no longer available, taken away by illness or death, of missing families far away on distant shores. In contrast, I observed a batch of young college students. Almost all of them wore black. Very few were tidy and well groomed. It seemed to be the norm to walk around dragging one's footwear, head down, ears plugged in, listening to some distant music and not really connected to each other or even the very earth they were walking on. Quite a few of them had chemically treated hair, streaked with blue, reds and pinks. Many wore spectacles. From my experience of interacting with them, I knew that many had not had a full 8-hour sleep in days. They were clueless about where and when they would have their next meal. They complained about their workload and unfinished assignments. Health and well-being management seemed to be a constant cause of concern. Are they always like this? Not at all. At an annual day function, the same shuffling zombies turn into energetic and synchronized beasts burning up the stage in energetic dance performances that made my heart race till I broke out into a sweat just sitting there watching. We each, the young and the old alike, show a different face to the world, all the while embracing an inner reality that may be quite different. Sharing cheer among seniors is an act of determination, sometimes desperation. It is a habit being carefully cultivated and nurtured, for we have learnt that wearing rose-tinted spectacles is a choice and one is better off with them on at least for a few hours in the day. And yes, our faces do look better when we smile. We are happy to leave the sullen, bored looks of younger people to them and their attitude of indifferent disdain. We know their blood runs hot and fast under that detached exterior. In fact, I wonder, do the raging hormones within force them to cultivate an external attitude of disdain and detachment? Maybe it helps them to hold on to shreds of sanity whilst coping with a volatile inner world. Now, why would I grudge them the scowl if that is their anchor? Yes, we are different and yet so very alike. We are all young and old, vulnerable, and looking to hide this in our own different ways. So, let's stay relevant. The next time you see young people tuned out, remember they are fighting their inner demons, and an older person's smile is a veil for many tears. Let's not be too quick to judge. Let's learn to be sensitive with each other. Don't you agree? What do you think? Leave me a comment.